Your mind goes blank and
Oh,
you're like,
man.
I can't think of a single song in the whole universe.
I know. And I was
you
just thinking.
suddenly don't remember any songs.
I thought I was good with music.
Even like, what?
Did you already forget what you were saying?
My mind went blank.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Welcome back to another episode of the Hargests on Deck podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Brandon.
I'm Ashley.
And we're back.
Yeah, we are. Because we were not here last week.
No, we were not.
That was an accident.
That was a big accident because
Yeah.
we had just talked the prior episode of how we were going to be back and
know.
all this stuff.
I don't know. How do people stay consistent with things when life happens?
I have no idea. I really don't.
I don't know. We were sick last week, like pretty sick.
Yeah.
Feeling real rough, and just the podcast didn't happen.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
sorry.
in fact, it was hit Lincoln first, then you, then Mason. No, Beckham, then Mason. I somehow got unscathed through that.
know.
Just a little sore throat. But you guys were pretty sick, and
Yeah.
that we couldn't record because there was
Yeah.
just there's a lot going on this month. But this
I
was.
could have been curled up on the couch, and
Yeah.
you could have like stuck a microphone in my face. I don't know what would have come out, but we could have tried.
We could have tried, but I'm glad that we didn't because, you guys need to get better because we had a lot going on after.
Yeah, we had to get better quickly.
We did because
and we were trying to tell the boys we were trying to like get them to bed earlier each night.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, it's summer, but we needed them to get well
Yes.
because we were taking them on a surprise trip. So.
Yes, and before the surprise trip, actually, we had multiple things going on this past week too. We had VBS all week, and the
Yeah.
kids need to be healthy for that, which was awesome, by the way. We had a great time doing that.
Yes, they loved that.
I said we. I didn't. We weren't there.
Well, we were there on the last night,
yes,
family night.
exactly.
They had like inflatables and
Yes, the boys.
Chick-fil-A, face painting, all that. It was fun.
This has been many years in a row they've done this at this church. It's your grandmother's church, and they go all out. There's like 900 kids
There were
this
over
year.
900 kids
It was
registered
crazy.
this year.
And so we wanted to make sure they had a good time for that. And so we wanted to make sure, I think, I don't know if they got, they get sick before or after that. I can't remember.
It was
Around that time.
It was after.
Oh,
Thankfully,
okay.
we
Okay,
made it
gotcha.
through the last day, and then I think they got sick like the next day.
Okay, sorry. So I'm jumping out of turn there, but we did have VBS first.
Yeah.
They had a great time. It was a blast. And then we had, like you were about to say, we were trying to get them better because we had a surprise trip that we took them on.
We did.
Yes, we went on a little trip.
Our friends invited us on
Yes.
this trip.
Okay. Yes, of course.
So we have to give the credit.
Yes, it was not our doing. We didn't plan this
Carter,
out.
who
Yes.
we talk about him pretty much every episode. I feel like.
Pretty much, yeah.
Carter and his wife Alexis, they invited us to the Smoky Mountains.
Yes, a cabin in the woods, which is awesome. We love this cabin we've been to already before, and they said, "Hey, we get this cabin for this week. Would you guys like to come?" And we were like, "Of course."
We
Can
said,
we?
heck yeah, what? What did we say?
We said, "Of course." Can we bring the boys? Because last time we didn't go. They didn't get to come with us.
They were very devastated because they love staying in a cabin in the mountains because they've done it a couple
Yes.
times now.
Yes, with
And they
your
love it.
family, we've done that. They think it's the coolest thing. And so we said we can't go to a cabin without them because they will be heartbroken. And Carter was like, yeah, of course, bring them. It's no big deal. And so we're like, okay, well, should we tell the boys or should we keep this a secret? And we went back and forth. We decided for multiple reasons. One, we wanted to surprise them. Two, there's been so many times where we've had to cancel things last minute that they would be devastated.
We've learned our lesson.
Yeah, if they couldn't go, they would have been so sad. So we decided to surprise them the day of with the trip to the cabin.
Yeah, they didn't know till they were getting in the car and they saw the car packed.
Yes.
We packed all secretly. I felt so secretive. I was packing the day before while they were playing, and we didn't get the suitcases out till after they went to sleep, but I was like packing all the clothes and like hiding them, setting them aside. So it
We
worked.
did a good job. They didn't have any idea too, because sometimes they are pretty sneaky. They figure things out.
They're
I say
pretty smart.
sneaky. It's not sneaky. They're pretty smart. Yeah.
They figure things out easily.
They do. And
I'm
they
like,
didn't.
how is your mind going there? Because mine would never. I would be oblivious.
Thankfully, we kept it a surprise the whole time. I think we've only Well, no, I think the reason why is because we did the packing the night before, loading the car the night before. We are really bad at leaving on time for anything, including road trips.
I feel like the people aren't surprised to hear that.
No, I know.
feel like y'all probably know.
When you have 3 little boys, just life sometimes gets in the way.
Well, and honestly, I feel like it's my fault. If we have to leave somewhere and it's in the morning, I can't do it. Well, just because my body doesn't work in the mornings, it physically doesn't work, and so
it's tough.
It is a lot of my fault.
Well, I wouldn't say your fault.
No, I'm taking all the blame. It's all my fault.
Well, okay, but we try. It's not like we don't try.
Oh, absolutely, we try.
We're really
we give it our all.
hard.
100%. We give it our all.
But this time, we said, if we're going to do this, we've got to be sneaky. We got to pack the car and load it the night before, just for the fact that we didn't want them to be spoiled. And I think that really helped because we were able to leave on time.
Yeah, we did amazing.
We did. In fact, there's only one other big road trip. Oh, sorry. That was weird. There's only one other road trip that I know of that we left on time for, and that was the Disney World trip we did a couple years ago.
We did great.
Yeah, we had to leave at like 4:35 in the morning because we had to get there at a specific time. My parents, they're always like, "Oh, are you guys gonna be on time, or are we gonna, do?" And we left right on time. They were shocked.
Well, we knew that if we didn't leave on time, we would miss some fun.
We did.
So
yes.
we did not want there to be any fun missing.
Exactly. So, but I do think for future trips, if we try to be sneaky with it, it's gonna work because we
just gotta pack the car the night before.
I know.
That's the key.
I know. Well, we got it all done. We had to get out. I had a meeting that morning for work, and we were going to leave straight from there. So that's how we kind of told the kids, all right, guys, Dad's got a meeting, got to go with us. So once we loaded them into the car, we had our cameras going because we wanted to kind of film and see their reaction. And Mason got in the back, and he was just like, wait, what are these bags? What are they? Hold on, what's going on? And you just see the gears working.
Why is the car packed? And he just looked at us and he started smiling.
Yep. And we said, where are we going? And they thought we were going to the beach because we do have that trip coming up soon. And we said, no. We said, we're going to a cabin in the woods. And they were so excited. Yeah. And they were like, oh my goodness. It wasn't even on their radar. They knew some of the things we were doing coming up. This wasn't even remotely there, and so they were
being
so
a parent
excited.
And surprising your kids with things is the best ever.
It's so cool.
Seeing them get so excited about stuff.
Yes.
Best.
So highly recommend doing that if you are trying to surprise your kids. It is awesome.
What do you recommend? Taking them to the woods?
No, I'm saying getting
Smoky
to surprise
Mountains?
them. We get that too. That was fun too. We got to see. Let's talk about the trip itself, actually.
All right.
Because we did a lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff in 2 days. We crammed it all in. Alexis was really great at planning out the itinerary. Yep. They are adventurers, and we are.
And we need friends like that.
Kind of trying to be
out.
Yes.
To do things.
But it was good. We had a great time. The boys had a great time. We went out. We drove. We stopped at Buc-ee's. Of course, you got to stop at Buc-ee's every time you're on a road trip. If you don't know what Buc-ee's is, you're missing out. It is the Disney World of gas stations. And it was
honestly,
awesome.
They just have the best bathrooms.
They had the best bathrooms.
I mean,
they're huge, clean.
That is why I am a fan.
Yes.
Yes, huge and clean.
Yeah.
And that is what I look for when I look for a bathroom.
They also have great food too. Brisket sandwich. It's too good. And
Bucky was there himself.
Yeah,
like
Bucky
in person.
They actually have Bucky in a in one of those costumes that you would see at a theme park walking around.
I'd love that job.
Bucky or just any
character,
mascot
like mascot character. I love it.
What would you why would you like it? What about it?
You could do anything you want.
Well, not anything you want.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like you could like make fool yourself. Who cares? Like nobody knows who's in there.
Well, you know this, but they might not know. Your dad actually got to do that.
He used to do that at Six Flags.
Yeah, at Six Flags.
He was a mascot. Like I think he was different ones.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure.
That was a very, very long time ago.
I think he really enjoyed that job.
I know.
So maybe that's why I want it. Maybe it's in my DNA.
Well, it just seems like you do all kinds of fun because you watch things at like baseball games and stuff, and you see those mascots just getting into it, dancing and stuff, and
nobody knows who's in there. So it's do whatever you want. No, I'm just kidding.
But it does look fun.
Not anything you want.
But Bucky was there, and that was cool for the boys. They love that.
He said, Bucky, I'm coming for your job.
Yes. But Bucky's was the first stop. It was great. Then we went to like a waterfall, which was super cool.
Yes, that was
a little scary being on top of it.
Slightly terrifying. Yeah. Because we were so high up, and
at the top
just
of it.
a drop off.
And it's crazy because there was no like safety anything, which like I'm not saying there has to be, but when you have 3 little boys, you're like, boys, don't get anywhere close to this. And it's like, okay, we wanted to see over just how high it was, and I'm like holding on, just
you
like
and Carter had to hold on to them.
Like, all right, crawl on your belly, just look, because there was no handrails, there was no nothing.
I'm just standing back praying.
It dropped. I mean, I probably have some pictures I can share, but it was crazy.
Yeah.
And it was slick too, because
Mason fell in the water
right after.
I mean, not over the edge.
Yeah.
But there was like further back, there was a little.
Well, at the top of the waterfall, you could play around in, I guess, and they were on the rocks.
That wasn't like by the drop off.
No, but sure enough, we said, all right, let's go, guys. Let's not get don't get wet, because we still have 2 more hours left on the trip. And not even like 3 seconds later, Mason falls in, and I'm like, oh great, so he's just dripping wet. And that was a fun start to it, but but it was a really cool little stop.
Yeah.
And we did the kids' Bible study from the road, because we had that.
I know, that's what's great about these Bible studies.
I know.
I'm telling y'all, Soldiers for Faith Bible studies, call in studies.
Yes, little plug there.
If you're not a part of a Bible study,
yes,
sign up.
Yes,
soldiersforfaith.com.
But we got to do that at the waterfall, which was cool. And we went and stopped at a pizza place later on. We've
been there before.
Eat.
It was delicious.
It was good, and once we got to the cabin, got settled in, it was awesome. The boys
played
had
some games.
Yeah, we played. Oh yes, we did play some games.
What was the game we played? It was really.
It was
fun.
called Spontaneous. I think Spontaneous. It was a really cool game. I think Carter and Alexis met the guy who created it or something. I don't know. It's not like one that I'd ever seen before.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
And it was cool. It was like one of those. It's actually, it reminded me of the thing we talked about a few episodes ago of when there's a trigger word or something of like a song.
That's exactly what it was.
Yes, it was when we talked about when you said it's been we. It was literally
one of your cards, the like challenge cards, you had to yodel. So I feel like you should. Yes. You did a great job, and I feel like you should show us.
Well, that has nothing to do with the game itself. That was just a random challenge.
Yeah,
thing.
but I'm just saying, people now want to hear.
I don't
yodeling.
think so. I don't know. You know what? You can just imagine what it sounded like. But the game was really cool. You'd think of a word, and you had to You had to have a song in your head that says this word, but everybody, once you flip the timer over, everybody else had to guess a song or say a song that had that word in it. For example, if you had the word, oh, this is terrible. I'm not very good at examples, but what's a good example?
Amazing.
So if you said the word amazing, someone would have to come up with a song that has the word amazing in it. Have to sing at least 5 words.
I have to have a song in mind too.
Yes, because if nobody could figure out a song, you had to prove that you in fact have a song that has that word in it. Yeah. So for amazing grace, how sweet.
Got it.
That was 5 words from it. So it was really fun. I thought we would be better at it. It was real hard to think of those words at first.
When it's on the spot, your mind goes blank, and you're like,
man.
I can't think of a single song in the whole universe.
I know. And I was just thinking. You just
suddenly don't remember any songs.
I thought I was good with music.
Even what?
Did you already forget what you were saying?
My mind went blank.
That's what it was like, though. We went blank. Now, it was also like 10 o'clock when we started the game. So
yeah, we were a little sleepy.
We were sleepy.
Just like I'm sleepy now. I'm.
Why are you sleepy now? It's daylight outside.
Oh, I'll tell you exactly.
And I hope you're not sleepy, because we're about to jump into
I know.
Some
I need a
volunteering.
whole lot. I know. I've already been praying all day for energy, because we're volunteering at Vacation Bible School tonight at our church.
Round 2.
And I need energy to be fun for the children.
We are volunteers.
And right now, I am my eyeballs are feeling quite heavy. But it's just because I don't sleep at night.
Well, that's not good. That's not like a thing to I just don't sleep at night. That's terrible.
I don't recommend it.
No. Well,
but it's fine someday.
Well, yes, we do have that. So today is going to be another quick episode because we have to jump out and get to VBS round 2.
Yeah, we don't know what we're going to be doing yet because we just said we'll do whatever is needed. Put us there. And I'm a little nervous.
We were considered floaters.
Floaters. We're just going to float around.
Yes.
Float around the different places.
Yes. I'm sorry. I can't think of the word floater without.
Oh, eye floaters. I have those and I see them right now. Do you know what causes eye floaters?
No, but I'm glad you went there. I was going to go poop. Toilet?
All right, no, let's talk
Potty
about,
humor.
Let's talk
I'm sorry.
About eye floaters.
Eye floaters.
For a second.
Is that what they're called?
Because I have them really bad. Does anybody know what causes them and how I can fix it?
You have them really bad?
Yeah, I have for a long time.
Well, I think, isn't that something we should get checked out?
Oh, sure. But you know what? I have so many other issues that I'd rather get fixed first.
You know,
but I'm seeing floaters right now. It's happening.
Really?
Oh, totally. Do you not have them?
I get them a lot. You have contacts in too right now. So
yeah, but I have them without contacts.
Well, I
have like a 72 happening right now. This is an eye problem.
Wow.
So I need someone to chime in.
We're discovering
comment
right
below
now
and let me know how to fix my eye floaters. Maybe I'll Google it.
Google.
But you never know. You never know what to believe on the Google.
You have lost me.
I think
we were talking about our cabin trip. We've went to VBS, then floaters, and now Googling
floaters.
Are you okay?
No, and I need to make some coffee.
Okay. Well,
I have a sweet potato in the oven.
We better get through
the
rest of this.
Don't let me forget about the sweet potato in the oven. That's my dinner. I got it.
We don't have much time left. So let's get back to what we were talking about with the cabin trip. We'll just do a quick overview of what we did. We went to go see a bear. We saw a bear.
The next morning, we had pancake breakfast. It was great.
We did.
And then, we went to go feed the bears.
We did
feed a bear. His name was not Papa John.
It was Papa.
Big Papa.
Just Papa.
It was just Papa?
Oh,
Papa Bear. Papa? Something about Papa.
It was a big bear.
And we went to go feed him.
Yes, and that was
cool.
That was cool.
And what we do after that?
We played putt-putt, which was
talk about it.
Awesome. Oh, do we have to?
I haven't done putt-putt in a while.
You can't even hold the club.
I can't actually grip the club because my fingers physically don't bend any more than this. So we had to rig it up, and it took me a while to even get it in position each time. So everyone had to stand there and just
No, we weren't waiting like that.
They were so angry at me. They started throwing things at me.
What?
And so I'm just kidding. But anyways, we had to hold it this really awkward way. So that was an adventure, but I love putt-putt.
Yeah,
I haven't played him forever.
Putt-putt's amazing. It's a lot of fun. Let's just, I just have a question because she said, are we going to talk about this as if you really want people to know how we did?
Yeah, well, I just want to know who won.
If you didn't do the way that you did, would you want us to discuss this? Because I feel like that's a little unfair. Maybe we should just talk about the front nine. The front nine was great. We started off, I had a hole in one. The front nine?
Okay. Yeah, let's ask the professional golfers out there.
Okay, I'm just saying. Whatever.
I think the final score at the end of the 18 is what matters.
I understand. I'm just saying. Let's talk about that first before we jump into your achievements here.
Talk about the first 9.
I got a hole in one on the very first hole, and I thought this is going to be great.
That was impressive.
It was very impressive.
I was impressed.
It just, it set the tone. The rest of the 9 was just solid for me. I had a great run. I was leading everybody by 2 strokes, which was great.
That was good.
It was awesome.
That was good.
Next thing on our trip, what was that?
That's not how
So, okay, listen, the back 9. I don't know what happened, okay? I just don't understand.
It's fine. It was hot. It was a hot day.
No, okay, listen. I didn't have anything more. I had a 1. I had lots of 2s, maybe a couple 3s. That was it for the front 9, which was great. The back 9, I don't get it. You were in my head or something. I don't know. I had 4s and 5s.
I was by your side, not in your head. I was just standing next to you by your side.
And anyway, so Ashley, let's talk about what she got.
All right.
She got 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1.
Again.
2.
2 hole-in-ones. 2 hole-in-ones.
Oh, wait, sorry. You did have 1 4 in there.
Yeah, that was bad. 2 hole-ins, 2 hole-in-ones.
2 holes in
ones?
How do you say it? 2 hole-in-ones
in a row.
That's
never happened in my life. I don't even get 1 hole-in-one on putt-putt ever. So this was.
I told Carter. I said we had 4 holes left, and I was 4 strokes down. I said I have to get a stroke every hole just to tie her, and literally The very next one was a hole-in-one. And I was like, are you serious? Hole-in-one? I literally said the one thing she can't do is get a hole-in-one. And then the next hole, she gets another hole-in-one. And I was like, well,
I
it's
said,
over.
them is fighting words, brother. So now I'm going to do this.
So overall, front 9, I led by 2 strokes. The back 9, she was 6 strokes up on me. So she won by 4 overall, and it was great. It was awesome. Hey, she can't hold the golf club, so bravo to her on that. But it was ridiculous. So
that was fun.
It was fun. I had a great time.
Yeah,
I had a great time. Beckham actually tied Carter, which was awesome because Beckham's front 9 was like, oh boy, it's going to be a long day because he was getting a little frustrated with himself because he was getting 5s and 6s, and then the back 9 he did just as good as you almost, with the exception of, well, no, he got a hole-in-one. He did, didn't he?
He did. Yeah,
he did. So he got 2s, 3, 1, he got all that in the back 9 too, just like you, just like his mom. So, but it was a good time. Good time. We got to play putt. What else did we do that day?
Then we came home and we ate lunch back at the cabin. Right. And then we went out to Cades Cove.
Cades Cove, yeah, that's right. We got to go
drive, which was a really pretty
through.
Drive.
Yeah,
and to look
for animals. We
yeah.
found another bear.
We found a bear.
Another one in the wild this time.
Everyone was getting out of their cars and taking pictures and videos.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
But it was.
Then
peaceful.
we also got to walk through a $200 200-year-old church.
Yes.
Which was really cool.
It was actually really cool.
That was like in Cades Cove on the path that you drive.
Yeah. So that was really neat to
saw
explore.
Turkeys and deer and
all kinds of wildlife.
Yeah.
And we couldn't feed them, even though the boys and Alexis wanted to real bad. They brought grapes and stuff, but many, many signs said, do not feed the wildlife. So I said, boys, sorry. Can't do it. They were ready though. So
that was fun.
Yes.
And then
yeah,
that took a while.
Then
we came back and we made tacos.
We made tacos
at the cabin,
which was great.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. We woke up the next day. We had to get out of the cabin. We went to a place called Takalichi.
Yeah,
Takalichi Caverns, which you've been to a cavern. Was that your first cavern?
I don't know. I asked my mom yesterday, and she was thinking we maybe went to one when we were younger, and I feel like maybe I've been to one.
I don't
remember.
Some.
Yeah, you spent the night
cool.
in a cave one time.
I did. So in Tennessee, there's lots of caverns, and this was one out that way, and it was really cool. It wasn't the biggest one that I've seen before, but it was a really cool one still. We heard some crazy
Are you talking
facts. No, this one, Takalichi.
The one we just went to.
The one we just went to, yeah. It was like 410 steps you had to go up and down, and Ashley was mentally preparing because that was quite the journey for her. But we did that. It was like 1.5 miles. We actually were walking in there. But they told us some things, like at one point we got to this big cavern area and they shut all the lights out.
They said you're about to experience complete and total darkness.
They said it only happens in 3 places in the world: deep under the sea, one in
the bottom of the ocean, and in space.
In space, and then inside a cavern, in a cave. Yeah. And they shut all the lights off, and it was so dark that you couldn't see any. I mean, obviously couldn't see anything, but you couldn't. I mean, it was crazy.
Your
it was
eyes don't adjust like they normally do in the dark.
And they said that if you go 48 hours in that darkness, what did he say? It was like
they say you're going to get some floaties first. Floaters.
Is that why where your floater started?
Maybe.
No.
Oh no.
No, that's not where they started.
No, I've had them for a long time. But they have worsened since then. Oh no.
Oh great. But they said 48 hours before your vision starts to be permanently damaged, and they said 1 week in there you will go blind.
1 week? Oh, I told my mom like 24 hours you go blind. Sorry, Mom.
So 48 hours.
I misunderstood.
40 hours you get permanent damage, and then 24 hours. That doesn't make sense.
That
doesn't make sense at all.
I didn't remember all the numbers. I just know that he said it's not good for your eyes, and you could go blind.
1 week you will go blind.
They only had him off for like a couple minutes.
Yes, but it was crazy. I mean, there was a big drop off too. It was like 100-foot drop.
Yeah, we all were holding on to a child.
Like, again, the safety. There was like one little guardrail that we were nowhere near, and we were like, boys, don't even move, because if you move, we can't see where you are.
You get like disoriented when you're in pitch dark. Like you start to get a little woozy, or I do. get a little
I didn't get woozy.
not stable.
You didn't get. You were unstable.
I think I was holding.
I should have held you.
I don't know. Sorry, my throat. I think I was holding on to you and a child.
Okay. I was just making sure our kids did not disappear in the pitch black. But it was a lot of fun. It was great. Yes, you did say earlier I have been to a few. There was one that I've been to, and now I'm getting confused because someone mentioned this. I thought it was Cumberland Caverns, which I'm pretty sure it was, but then someone said Mammoth Cave, and I'm pretty sure I've been to that too. But one of those two, I went on a field trip back in the day with school when I was like in middle school. And it was so cool. We got to spend the night in this cavern.
Did you see any bats?
And that was, I don't remember.
No bats?
But it was so cool. We had our sleeping bags. It was awesome. And I remember there was a box that was like, I don't know. I'm motioning for those who are listening on podcast platform of your choice. I'm motioning with my hands, but it was a little box. It was probably a few feet. No, not a few feet. Maybe like 2 feet, 1 or 2 feet tall, and it was this little box that you had to crawl through, and it was because it was a test to see if you could fit through this physically and mentally, because if you were tight, didn't do well with tight spaces, you could then go on their extreme path or course or hike or whatever it's called in the cave. And I remember there was one dad that couldn't do it. And I felt bad for him because he had to stay behind while the rest of us went through the same.
He probably did that on purpose. I would do that on purpose. I'd be like, oh, sorry.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Mentally, it's a big thing mentally too. Because if you can't deal with that.
I'm not good at claustrophobia.
You are not. You are just
getting
like
in
your
my
mom.
hyperbaric oxygen chamber that's all I can do. But that doesn't bother me anymore. But I couldn't do anything more than that.
Yeah, this was nothing like that. This was very open. It was just a very casual walk. Again, there were lots of stairs, but it was nothing like that. But my point is, I've been to lots of caverns. It's awesome. I recommend it. It's really cool experience if you haven't done it. And it makes me want to do that with the boys too. Go to some more caverns because it was a cool thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I just need to recover.
Maybe she needs. Ashley needs a little bit of recovery there.
It was a fun trip.
Yeah, we had a blast.
Then we headed home.
I know.
Stopped by Buc-ee's again on the way home.
I had to stop by Buc-ee's again.
Had to.
Yes. But it was great. Just a quick little trip to get away, go to the mountains.
Yep.
And like we said, it's one of many things going on this month.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make sure that we got in with this podcast here this week.
We don't know when we'll be back, honestly.
I'm sure hoping that we'll be back next week. I don't want to make any promises, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to. But we have another trip this week coming up. We are in the middle of VBS, which we have to go. We have to go like right now to get over there and volunteer. But we've got VBS this week, and then in the middle of the week, we're going to Texas.
We have to miss the last day of VBS because we're heading to Texas.
I know, but we're going to Texas for a number of reasons. One is for work. We've got a Warriors Gaming event out there, which
we
is
had
awesome.
Warriors Gaming event.
Oh yeah.
This past Saturday,
yeah. Like literally we got home Friday night. We had Warriors Gaming on Saturday morning, which was a blast. We had a great time. But we have one in Dallas that we're going to, and you guys get to go with me.
I know.
Because this trip is also my grandmother's 90th birthday, and we're going to go
We're celebrating June in June. His grandma's name is June.
Yes. And it's great because, it was supposed to be a surprise. All the family was going to come together. I think she found out, but it's still going to be fun.
Who told her?
Who knows at this point.
Let's name names.
Yes.
Go ahead.
But it's going to be fun to go out there, and we have another little surprise for the boys, but we won't want to say anything yet.
What? Oh, we did.
The trip.
We did.
They're running around in here, so
traveling.
we better save that for the next podcast because we are 1 for 1 on surprises.
They're gonna freak out about this surprise.
Yes,
it's something they've wanted to do for a long time.
It's gonna be great. So we've got that, and then we have another trip the next week after that. So we are trying to get our podcast in between, and so if we aren't sick, we're gonna be back next week. I hope. But yeah, it was a great time. Great to be with friends and just to, have a good time making memories. This is gonna be a short podcast today because we got to go. Anything else you want to say or jump in with this little?
No, I just let me know about my floaties.
Yeah,
floaters.
You're concerning
I'm getting
me.
a little nervous about them. No,
your floaters, floaties.
I don't know.
Floaters. Okay, whatever.
Floating floaters.
Anyway.
Floating floaties.
Thank you for being here and catching up with us this week on Hargests on Deck. If you are watching this on YouTube, thanks for tuning in and seeing our faces. We would love for you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're slowly making our way up in
Downtown?
that. I see. I was waiting for you to do it, and you did it. Thank you. Making our way downtown. Making our way up the subscriber count there. The big thing we got to do is get some more watch time hours.
Oh, okay.
So if you are made it this far,
keep our videos on a loop.
That'd be awesome.
Honestly.
Thank you.
And also 5-star ratings, right?
Again, you keep jumping. This is YouTube. YouTube doesn't have 5-star ratings.
I don't know, man.
They got a like button, and we'd love for you to hit that.
Yeah.
If you've made it this far in the podcast on YouTube, go ahead and
prize.
say something in the comments.
Okay.
Say, what do you want them to say? So we know you made it this far. Is there a bear emoji? There's a bear emoji, right?
Yeah, there's a bear emoji.
So put the bear emoji in the comments if you made it this far.
For the mountains.
For our trip, our cabin trip with the bears. And thank you so much. If you were listening to this on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, on Spotify or any other way we distribute podcasts, thank you for being here. Leave a 5-star rating. You could have said it there.
Leave a 5-star rating, please.
Thank you for listening. We appreciate you. That's really it.
That's it.
That's it for today.
Let's go to Vacation Bible School. Maybe
I know,
we'll,
Vacation Bible School.
Learn the VBS songs and be back next week and sing some for you.
Yes.
Maybe. We'll see.
It'll get you to yodel too. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.